Mob Psycho is a perfect example of an author's ability to create more than one thing that doesn't suck. While One Punch Man peaks in its debut and fizzles out into a more traditional hero story, Mob isn't afraid to take creative liberties both narratively and visually. Where oil paintings and line arts wouldn't fit something with a cleaner, more linear art style of traditional animes, and even the expertly animated One Punch Man, Mob's sporadic and sketch-like frame-by-frame allows for robust and versatile presentation. It allows for character expressions and fight scenes that have a fluidity and weight to them not often expressed in other animations. While this does allow Mob's overwhelmingly psychic abilities to be presented in satisfying ways, the dilemma Mob faces with himself and his desire to compensate for his personal inadequacies is truly where the heart of the story lies. The story consistently challenges the idea that one's inherent abilities reflect the virtue and efforts of an individual. And as exhibited by Mob's more classically and academically accomplished younger brother, who ultimately is envious of Mob's innate psychic abilities, it also aims to show how we tend to desire certain qualities from one another merely from the absence of those qualities from within ourselves. Then again, he does get psychic powers later on in the series, but that doesn't take away from the point. So with fun and unique characters like Reagan, who was essentially like a fake psychic scam artist, but he still behaves and is in a legitimately caring way towards Mob as a mentor, and Dimple, who is a reformed cult leader, now evil spirit sidekick, the show has a myriad of reasons to keep your attention the whole way through. So people have been harping on One Punch Man Season 3, but I think the issues with the animation is simply distract from the fact the story itself just isn't very compelling. One Punch Man Season 1 is one of my favorite things to watch. For the animation, yes, but because it works as its own story. It ends with him fighting a galactic alien, implying he's already defeated the strongest thing in the universe. I took it as emphasizing Saitama's ultimate existential dilemma of having nothing close to compare his strength to. And it ends on a beautifully animated and narratively bittersweet note. Everything else just kind of feels like an afterthought, like the creator, one, didn't plan on the story going any further, so he needed to find a way to continue the series that expanded the universe. But since Saitama himself is so simple and his involvement would just end the series at any point, the focus starts to drift away from him and onto characters you don't even really care about. In Season 2, he's messing around in a tournament while entertaining could have been removed entirely and nothing would have been added to the overarching storyline. In Season 3, he isn't even really in it. So now you're just watching a bunch of side characters messing around in what is now notoriously seen as an overglorified slideshow. I really wish Mob Psycho did well enough to continue as a series. There's a lot that can be done with the characters and story because Mob isn't omnipotent and his potential for character growth is enormous. And I haven't looked into one of one's other works like Bug Eagle or Versus yet, but I hope the writing in those have greater lastability, and I'll be keeping you posted on my opinion of those. I give